All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, we're going to be talking about the 3-1 Detroit Lions. And folks, if you were not aware, if you had no idea before this Thursday night football game against my Green Bay Packers, well, now you're fully aware. Not only are the Detroit Lions going to be the kings of the NFC North, they very, very, very legitimately could be the kings of the entire NFC. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but you get it. This Lions team, even though they're 3-1, and they've had, especially their defenses in the last 2 weeks, has looked awesome. The offense has yet to get their stride going. Jameson Williams is back for week 5, by the way. We're going to talk about that later on in the video. This team is just getting started. I mean, they're just getting started. Their trenches have improved so freaking much. I mean, we saw it halfway through last season. We knew it was only a matter of time. You got Jahmyr Gibbs, you got Brian Branch, you got Jack Campbell, you've got studs. Now you've got Jameson Williams coming back. I've got Sam Laporta, the best rookie tight end by far right now. But he's actually been one of the best tight ends in the entire National Football League. I think there's a very real argument that he's been the number one wide receiver through 4 weeks. Now, I get, the Lions and the Packers are the only teams who have played 4 games, but Sam Laporta, the dude's just making plays. 4 catches, 56 yards this past week against Green Bay. Josh Reynolds, Amon-Ra St. Brown, David Montgomery with 3 touchdowns. This team is just getting started. I mean, they're just getting started. So we're going to talk all things Detroit Lions. But before we do, if you guys enjoy it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. Lions fans, especially after a brutal loss at home to you guys do nothing but show me love. You guys are so respectful. I seriously love each and every one of you so much. You mean the world to me. You're changing my life. If you could try and get this video to 250 likes, I would really appreciate it. But let's talk Detroit Lions football, baby. You guys know it on this channel. I love my blue drinks. I love blue Kool-Aid, and we've been drinking it. We've been sipping it for quite some time now, almost about a year. I think a lot of people, like last year on Thanksgiving, that's kind of when some eyes started to like, whoa, yeah, this actually isn't the Detroit Lions of former years. Or it looks like it could be a different Detroit Lions team in the next 10 years. That's exactly what we've seen, folks. I want to talk about the offense. We'll talk about the defense later on in the video. This offense has yet to get going. I think the fact that, I'm biased here. I think Green Bay has a top 10 to 15 defense in the National Football League. Eye test statistics, whatever you want to use. Jared Goff threw a very rare interception on the first possession of the game. At the end of the day, he only threw 210 yards, 1 touchdown, that 1 interception. Now the Lions were up 27-3 at halftime. But my point is this, Jared Goff is one of the best, right? Jared Goff's a great example of, especially before last season, where it's like, it's one of those guys you have to watch. Otherwise, you probably don't think he is, crazy. When I watch Jared Goff, I'm clearly watching a top 10 quarterback in the National Football League on the season. 69.5% completion percent, 6 touchdowns, 1,000 yards. He's throwing about 257 yards per game. And what's crazy is Jameson Williams is coming back. He's eligible to return upcoming Week 5 matchup against the Carolina Panthers. He missed the majority of last season because of his torn ACL from the 2022 College Football National Championship. When he came back, we barely saw him. He only had 1 catch on 9 targets, but that 1 catch was a 41-yard touchdown. So eyes were there. He was picked up in the first round, the 12th pick overall. Preseason was a little bit up and down, right? We heard, mixed things. But CJ Gardner-Johnson called Williams one of the best receivers in the game right now. So maybe it's going to be a little bit slow. Maybe it's going to take a little bit of time. But keep in mind, this Detroit Lions team, as we're perfectly aware of, I understand Lions fans being a little bit, not skeptical, but they want to see it. You want to see it before you believe it, right? You don't want to jinx anything. Injuries happen. God forbid. I don't even want to mention that word. I do apologize. But you get my point. I'm a Packers fan, so I can keep it a buck with you guys. The Detroit Lions are going to win 10 plus games. We know this. The Detroit Lions are probably going to win like 13 football games this upcoming season. They're a legitimate threat for a deep run of the playoffs. I mean, it's just a fact, in my opinion. Now, we're only a month in the season, but I love what I've been seeing. This offense has yet to get going. Trust me, man. They've yet to get going. That the Atlanta game, the Packers game, the defense, oh my freaking goodness. I was taking a look at statistics. I'm like, the Lions offense is putting up 26.5, 27 basically. That's 8th in the league. They're giving up only 21 points per game. My eyes are telling me, stats are telling me this is a middle of the pack defense. My eyes are telling me this is nothing like any anything I could have thought of from like this fast. Like you're getting guys like Brian Branch and Jack Campbell that are making immediate day one impacts. Jerry Jacobs, 2 interceptions against my man Jordan Love. Alex Anzalone coming back. The thing is, like, they're just getting to the QBs. Their trenches, I mean, we knew their offensive line was great. They're doing a phenomenal job. They have 13 sacks in 4 games so far this season. Guys like Aleem McNeil, who lost, 20 plus pounds in this offseason. We were hyping him up all offseason for good reason. You're getting, like, there's just so much freaking talent. And Aiden Hutchinson, I think a lot of eyeballs, clearly, Thursday night primetime football game, I think a lot of eyeballs are starting to realize, like, damn, we know he had a good rookie season, but the stats, what do you have? Like 9.5 sacks. Like the stats were really good, especially for a rookie. But Lions fans really, like, I'll just say the dude looks like a superstar, right? But I think the NFL thinking maybe, the second pick in the draft, he's looking like a star. Aiden Hutchinson's turning into a superstar, and he is barely been in the National Football League. So my point is, your offense has yet to click fully, right? For a full football game, I should say. Jared Goff, David Montgomery, we have yet to really even see Jahmyr Gibbs fully unlocked. He had a great game against Atlanta 2 weeks ago when DeMont was injured. Jahmyr Gibbs, man, it's going to happen whether it's Carolina the week after. It doesn't matter. There's going to be like a 70-yard touchdown run, touchdown screen from Jahmyr Gibbs in the next 4 games. I actually guarantee it. You've got Josh Reynolds. People were so worried about the Lions wide receiver core heading into the regular season. People were like, all right, you have Amon-Ra St. Brown. They picked up Marvin Jones. Marvin Jones has not had a great season. He's barely even done anything this season. You've got a rookie in Sam Laporta. I've got Jameson Williams coming back, but he's coming back week 7 due to the suspension. We only saw him catch 1 ball last season. He tore his ACL in 2022. Like, I'm worried about the Lions' depth. And we sat back here on the mic and we're like, dude, Josh Reynolds, Khalif Raymond, these are fully sturdy, solid, reliable, not veteran in the sense of they're old 30 plus, but veterans where like they've been around the league, especially Josh Reynolds playing with Jared Goff. And then you have Sam Laporta, who looks like, honestly, so far right now, I know a lot of teams at the time of this recording haven't played 4 games. The dude looks like the best tight end in the National Football League right now at this season. Especially as a rookie. I mean, he's just feasting. Like, no, I'm not worried about the weapons in the slightest. David Montgomery, 3 touchdowns. I mean, there's so much talent. There's so much threat. And then obviously the offensive line, which is just insane. One of the best in the entire National Football League. You got guys like Brian Branch coming in here, Jack Campbell. Rookies are making day one impacts. It's just crazy. It really is. And I love to see it. I love it for the Detroit Lions. I love it for Detroit sports in general, but I'm telling you, man, I know we're 4 games into this season, and I get Lions fans, let's go through the regular season. Let's see it. I want to see it with my own eyes before I believe it. No, dude, trust me. Trust your instincts. Trust your gut. Even if you don't want to say it, I'll say it. The Detroit Lions are one of the best teams in the National Football League. That's just a fact at the end of the day, and they're only getting better. This offense has yet to get going, all right? Hit that like button. Hit that sub button. Guys, most important part, let me know your thoughts right now on this Detroit Lions team. I love hearing anything good, anything you're worried about this squad, but give me a confidence scale, 1 to 10, 10 being extremely confident, 1 being, I mean, there's going to be no ones, so it doesn't even matter, but you get what a 1 is. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, and we will see you